Alright, about Van Helsing. Movies. It's a written and directed by one of my favorite writer-directors, Stephen Sommers. He also has directed some things that you've also might have heard of. The Mummy, The Mummy Returns, G.I. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. It has, in the movie, starring the wonderful Hugh Jackman, who has also played the Wolverine. Also in it, Kate Beckinsale. The sexy, attractive Kate Beckinsale from Underworld fame. This movie. This movie is a mashup of all of my favorite monster movies. I mean, Van Helsing is this monster hunter who's sent to Transylvania to stop Dracula from using Dr. Frankenstein's knowledge and these werewolves. It's awesome. I mean, how could you not love it? I mean, Van Helsing is hired by the Knights of this holy church, which, if you didn't know, is a secret group from the Vatican, to go kill some monsters. Spoiler alert. Dracula reveals to Van Helsing that he's actually the angel Gabriel, which is the left hand of God. This movie also has won some awards. The 2005 Saturn Award for Best Music to the composer Alan Silvestri. There you go. There was a animated prequel, which is Van Helsing, the London Assignment, where he went after Jack the Ripper and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which, if you have seen the movie, you know that the movie begins with Van Helsing battling Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There was a comic book, Van Helsing from Beneath the Rue Morgue, I think it's called. It takes place after the movie and has Van Helsing chasing Dr. Moreau. Thank you, Dark Horse Comics, for that one. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Let's see. There was a television series that was supposed to happen called Transylvania, but of course was canceled due to stupid critics. Thank you, critics. I appreciate it. But I will live on playing through my Van Helsing PS2 game. It is so much fun. I love this movie, everything about it. It is a guilty pleasure of mine. I absolutely love this movie. I mean, the crossing of universes, the mingling of stories. Have you ever read any of Alan Moore's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? It is so... The books are so good. Stay away from the movie. The books are brilliant. Yes, I know the movie has Sean Connery in it, but that doesn't mean anything. It's a horrible movie. Read the books. If you have read the books, comment below. Tell everyone how good these books are. They're good books. Check them out at your library. Find them. Barnes & Noble. They're good. Read them. This movie, Van Helsing, it's a romp. It's fun. It's exciting. I don't know how else to explain it. Cool monsters, cool weapons. I mean, he has this crossbow that has a clip, and he attaches the clip, and I mean, it shoots crossbows. It is so cool. There's secret conspiracies within the church. I mean, this movie has everything. To this day, I still don't understand why this movie isn't required watching in film programs across the world. Movies have to be fun, people. This is a fun movie. Watch it. Enjoy it. Go into it with an open mind. Enjoy it. That's all I gotta say. Now, on a bit serious note, despite the lighthearted nature of this movie, it touches on a subject that I consider to be very serious. Namely, the ties between the Christian church and vampires. I mean, I recently read on vampires.com that the Vatican hates Twilight. So, okay, they're not all that bad, but they're not really entirely forthcoming either. I mean, take a look on how the church handles demon possession. Very hush-hush. I mean, I think they're even being more hush-hush on vampires. What if the church actually is responsible for the creation of vampires? I mean, that's a secret they wouldn't even want to get out in the open. Remember the scene in Coppola's Dracula where Vlad takes and stabs the cross and it starts bleeding? I mean, moviegoers dismiss it as fiction. I mean, kind of like the whole Knights of the Holy Cross or Holy Order from Van Helsing. it's crazy, but the more research I do, the more I'm convinced that the Christian church knows more about vampires than that they're willing to lead on, that we're willing to admit. I mean, I'm getting worked up about this, but I mean, if anyone out there is with me, let me hear from you. If anyone out there is against me, let me hear from you. Keep it nice, keep it, no putting each other down, but let's hear from you. Comments are welcome. I want to hear what everyone thinks. Comment, let me know. It'll be cool to hear from you guys. That's all I got for now. Until next time.